Alright, for question 10, it says f of negative 8. Find the f of negative 8 for f of x equals 6, 1 minus x. So, since if you can see, the negative 8 is replacing the x. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the negative 8 in place of the x. So here I have 6, 1, and then minus. Now my x is negative 8. And you need to be careful because this minus is from there, and then we're plugging in the negative 8. So make sure that you put both, because that's the minus and then the negative. Now, what happens when you have two negatives like that? Well, they both become a positive. So we can make this as a big plus sign. So then now I have 1 plus 8. We're going to do that first because it's inside the parentheses. According to PEMDAS, order of operations, parentheses first. We bring down the 6. And this means multiplication. 9 times 6 is 54. Now you could put 54 here. You could put 54 at the beginning right here. I like to do it at the end. 54. Make sure you bubble it in correctly. Now since it is positive, you could put the positive symbol, or you can leave it alone. However, if this would have been negative, then you need to put the negative. So this is correct, putting 54, or also putting the positive 54. Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. This one says find f of 6 for f of x equals 2/3 x squared plus 8x. Alright, so once again, we're going to see the 6 is being plugged in for the x. So we're going to be plugging in 6 when we see an x. So then here we have 2/3 something squared plus 8, then something. This here, where the x squared is, we're going to plug in the 6. So then now I have here a 6 and a 6. So then we could put this all in the calculator to see what we get. Okay, so I'm going to put 2/3 in the parentheses, and then 6 parentheses squared plus 8 parentheses 6. So we can do that. Let's see if you can see it. Alright. We get 72. Alright, so the answer is 72. You can also do this by hand by doing 2/3. This is 36. 36 over 1 plus 8 times 6 is 48. And then here we can do 2 times 36, which is 72, divided by 3 plus 48. And then we can do 72 divided by 3, which is 24. And then 24 plus 48 gives me, it should be 72, because that's what we got when we plugged in the whole thing. 72. 72, once again, you can put it here at the end or in the front. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the front, 72. And once again, you could put the plus sign. I'm not going to do it this time. 72. Alright. Now, let's see. Here's another one. Find f of negative 6 for f of x equals 1/2 x squared plus 3x. So we see that this is replacing the x, so we're going to put the negative 6 inside the x. We're substituting it. So I have 1/2. Here I'm going to put what the substitution is, plus 3, and then the x. Let's go ahead and plug in the x, which is negative 6. Goes in there for the x squared. And then here, a negative 6. Now we can put this in the calculator. Let me go ahead and clear it. 1/2 negative 6 squared plus 3 times negative 6. Enter. Oh, we ended up getting a 0. So the answer is 0. So we could put 0 there and bubble it in. If I wanted to do this by hand, you can. Negative 6 times negative 6, because that's what it means. So I have this negative 6 times negative 6. That negative 6 times negative 6 is positive 36. So I have 1/2 times 36. If I want to put this over 1, you can. So then I have 36 divided by 2, which is 18. And then I still need to do this part, which is 3 times negative 6, which is negative 18. And 18 minus 18 is 0. Alright, make sure that when you plug it in that you put it in parentheses, otherwise you're going to get the wrong answer. The negative makes a big difference and it needs to be in parentheses.